wild and adorable personality, the giant panda welcomes you from around the world. You are indeed fortunate to visit here, because now you can witness China's national treasure, the giant panda. In addition, you will now have the opportunity to learn about and perhaps even observe the whole process of artificial breeding, conducted in the beautiful homeland of the giant panda at the Chengdu research base of giant panda breeding. This process is some of humanity's pioneering undertakings, such as primary diet evolved from meat to bamboo? Why did the panda behavior shift from ferocious to a mild and ingenuous animal? And what caused its numbers to dwindle and to become a rare species that now only inhabits the mountain forests in western China? The answers to these questions require further research. This documentary vividly depicts the entire process of giant panda artificial breeding. The information contained within the documentary provides the scientific basis for future research. It is also very important to note that your trip here is worthwhile, for it is very rare for you to personally witness the process of artificial breeding. At the age of 15, humans have become sexually mature. They begin to experience feelings and exhibit behaviors of love. Akin to many other animals, when the panda is approximately 5 years old, it may also experience feelings of love each spring. This period is called estrus. By observing giant pandas' estrus behavior, scientists can probe into the giant panda's breeding and reproductive behaviors and patterns. Given that the wild giant pandas inhabit high mountains and deep valleys, its estrus behavior can rarely be observed. In addition, giant pandas conduct estrus behavior in absolutely secret manner. After repeated observation, analyses and research, scientists have finally grasped the basic phenomenon of the giant panda's unique estrus. April through May is the giant panda estrus season. When the female panda comes into its peak estrus, it either cries or leaves urine marks to convey its message. These markings, including some substances through the gland surrounding its anus, leave an odor to communicate its estrus status to the male giant panda. The staple food of the giant panda is bamboo. An adult giant panda can eat approximately 40 kilograms of bamboo shoots or 17 kilograms of bamboo stems, or 10 to 14 kilograms of bamboo leaves per day. The giant panda's digestive tract only absorbs less than 20% of the eaten bamboo, and the rest is discharged from the body. Malnutrition may result in hypothermia. In order to counteract this problem, giant pandas usually eat more and are less active to maintain their physical strength. This might be the reason why giant pandas appear lazy and engage in less energy-consuming activities, as mating requires increased physical strength. Success on the government examination and wedding night was once two pleasures of the ancient Chinese. As for the giant panda, the two pleasures should be to eat fresh bamboo and to find a satisfactory mate. Sources of bamboo are plentiful, while a good spouse is harder to find. The first reason for this difficulty is that the giant panda has an unsociable disposition and few opportunities to meet the opposite sex. The second reason is that even if they meet the opposite sex, the two might not be the right match. In the wild, giant pandas are distributed in an island pattern of small populations, whereby close breeding has hampered their genetic diversity. Moreover, if bamboo cyclically booms and withers, and the giant panda of excellent lineage cannot find their mate to copulate with, over a number of years, their survival will be in jeopardy. The average life cycle of a species is 5 million years. The giant panda has far exceeded its age and can be counted as an old species at 8 million years old. Captivity conditions of the 1980s, especially those relating to breeding, faced three difficulties. The first was detecting estrus and breeding times. The second was conception, and the third was cub survival. After years of effort, we have gradually solved these three problems. Unfortunately, we are still confronted with a problem. The future of the wild giant panda species remains bleak. It is imperative that we practice artificial breeding to achieve ex situ conservation, which is a key component of in situ conservation of the giant panda. In the warm and blossoming spring, researchers at the base are busy looking for the giant panda's mates and creating opportunities for their free love. Should their matchmaking efforts fail, our researchers resort to artificial breeding method, namely artificial semen collection and artificial insemination. In regards to artificial breeding of the giant panda, we usually use the electric stimulation method for semen collection. The first step is to anesthetize the male giant panda and then electrically stimulate it to collect semen. In the past, this method was not efficient and had a poor success rate. However, we have improved our technology to drastically increase the efficiency of semen collection. We have invented a new semen collecting method, which is called massage combined with electric stimulation semen collection. The present semen collection method is an improvement over those of the past. At the same time, this method has minimized the discomfort to the giant panda during collection. When the female giant panda is pregnant, she will give birth in 3 to 5 months. This indicates that gestation may range from 82 to 200 days, with one rare case of 324 days. We shall note that a female giant panda may have a false pregnancy, so that some pandas may receive favourable treatment for being pregnant. We jokingly say that this might be one of the ingenious giant panda's little tricks. It is very difficult to precisely predict the birthing date of the pregnant giant panda, because we cannot observe the changes in its physical appearance, as it always has a rotund body. We can tell whether a giant panda is pregnant and when it will give birth within 48 hours by testing for reproductive hormone in the urine. This 48-hour time is the tensest moment at the panda base. When a cub is being born, it emits loud, crisp sounds. Maybe because the giant panda lacks the mothering skill or the instinct, she often does not take care of the newly born cub, and may even hurt the cub by mistake, because it is so small when it is born.
slapped it, smacked it.
At this critical moment, the panda keeper will undertake a great personal risk of rushing to the cub's rescue. The cub-bearing period of the giant panda in captivity can extend for more than 10 years. In subsequent cub deliveries, the mother panda may find it easier to care for the newly born cubs. On average, the newly born cub weighs approximately 100 grams, and the smallest cub weighs only 51 grams. The cub's average weight at birth is only 1,000th of that of the mother panda, which is scientifically regarded as a premature birth. This is a different notion from that of premature human neonate, and rather the norm for the giant panda. Cubs are inherently born premature, and as a result, have difficulty surviving. Look at this thin and tender cub. It is difficult to imagine its survival if it had been born in the wild. As the cub's weight at birth is only 1,000th that of its mother, it is very weak as compared to other mammals. Therefore, it is extremely difficult to help it survive. Until now, giant panda cubs could not survive without their mother's colostrum. Giant pandas in captivity receive very favourable treatment. Beside their staple food of bamboo, nutritionists prepare steamed cornbread and fresh fruit for 2 or 3 meals a day to meet their nutritional demands during their growth. No wonder some people joke about a spoiled child and say, "You're acting like a giant panda." When the cub is approximately 1 month old, it starts to grow black and white fur and weighs nearly 1 kilogram, but it cannot see light, nor can it walk. During this time, the mother hugs, kisses, licks, and cares for her cub. This is very much like the Chinese woman after a delivery of birth. The panda mother rarely goes outdoors or leaves the cub's side, other than for meals or deprivation for 3 months. After 6 months, the cub can move on its own and learn to eat bamboo. In general, the cub will not leave its mother until it's 1.5 years old. In captivity, after leaving its mother, the cub may stay with its contemporaries. The Chengdu research base of giant panda breeding is located at the Futao Mountain in the northern suburb of Chengdu, covering an area of more than 67 hectares of land. Since its establishment in 1987, bioquarters simulating the wild environment for adult, sub-adult and cub pandas and other rare species have been built. The base has open laboratories and a research centre with state-of-the-art supportive facilities. Its artificial lake is a harbour of chirping birds and gulls, abounding in a vast array of beautiful landscapes. By the end of 2009, the base has bred 92 panda birds, with 136 cubs, and is currently rearing 87 giant pandas. The base has conducted 76 relevant research studies, of which 65 won prizes at national, ministerial, provincial and municipal levels. The base also maintains long-term collaborations with universities and organisations in Japan, United States, United Kingdom and Australia. Such professional affiliations have greatly enhanced the conservation work of rare species such as the giant panda and the red panda. In 1995, the base was awarded the title of Globe 500 by the United Nations Environment Programme. The base will develop a conservation and research centre for the giant panda and other rare animals, as well as further developing its conservation education and ecotourism centre. We are fully convinced that artificial breeding will ensure the steady growth of the giant panda species. Together, scientists and biologists from all around the world can collaborate to rescue and protect the giant panda on a long-term basis. We remain steadfast in our resolve that the Chengdu research base of giant panda breeding will continue to play an increasingly important role for achieving all these goals.